Welcome back. Thank you for listening to that commercial. I got a guest in the building. I got a guest on my couch. Before I let y'all know who that is, a brief little introduction to who he is. Got 3 million streams. I think 3 million. If not, a little bit less than 3 million streams on Spotify. Has made some songs that I like to bump every single day. Rocks an afro and dreads at the same time. Performed before a headline for Meg Thee Stallion at KSU. Work with companies like Sprite. You might see him in a little bit of commercials, modeling and whatnot. The man is doing his thing. Really proud to be in the same vicinity as this man. You want to know who this is? Let me let y'all know real quick. Before I let him talk, let me actually play some stuff that you probably should be playing at home to yourself. My all-time favorite song, by the way. This is Cam The Artisan. Where you at?
My life been hella crazy. Building bridges, I'm just tryna renovate. It ain't about where you from, but it's about where you at now. Where you from, but it's about where you at now. Keeping my faith, it hasn't been that simple. Now the demon scheming on a nigga mental. I pray and ask the Lord, I be like, where you at now? I ask the Lord, I be like, where you at now?
Oh, hold on. He's got more than that. You gotta listen to that on your own. Hold up. The man sings too. His last name, the last thing on his thing is Artisan. So, he is an artist. This is Breathe. Take a listen.
Just breathe. I wish you would focus on me. Want you to be the best that you can be. Excellent help. The little details is what I really love about you. Never satisfied with what I do. All the lies they say about you. Excellent help. You know me too well. Focus on me, I want you to breathe.
Alright, that's all you get for free. Cam The Artisan is in the building. Cam, I know, third time's the charm, bro. What's going on, bro?
Man, what's up? You alright?
Yeah, I'm good. Well, I'm good now, but what's
Facts.
going on? So, Cam, thank you for doing the show. I know it was a long time coming to just set that up.
Yeah.
There's been also a long time seeing you in person.
Facts.
For the people that don't know, we're actually recording with video too. So after you listen to the audio, check out the video. We're recording right now. But Cam, I have not seen Cam
Face to face
with my own 2 eyes.
Yeah.
We have the same circle, kind of a little bit.
Yep.
I know a lot of people that you know. You know a lot of people that I know, but I've never seen you. So it's cool for you to actually be in the crib.
Yeah, man. Glad to be here for sure.
So first things first, I want to deep dive a little bit into some stuff that I, just as a local fan, kind of a little curious about, you know what I'm saying? So Cam, The Artisan, where did that name, where did Artisan come from?
So for me, growing up, I've always dived into an art medium. Originally, I wanted to be a movie director. Yeah. So there is that. I wanted to do that. I wrote my first rap when I was like 6. And I kept picking music up, putting it back down, picking it up, putting it back down. And then I really just really took it serious my freshman year of high school. And I was like, all right, this is what I want to do. I'm also heavy into fashion as well. So it's just I felt
sure.
So it's I felt the culmination of all of those 3 mediums, with them being artistic mediums. I'm just all right, I'm gonna just call myself Cam The Artisan.
So how come Artisan and not artist? Was that much more cooler? Or
Artisan is way more cooler than me. Just cause no disrespect, but Chance the Rapper is a basic name. So it's if I was all right, I'm Cam the Artist, then it's no.
I get that. I think at one point I was I Googled Artisan, which I think probably a lot of people do when they listen to you.
Yeah.
They're Artisan, hello.
Yeah.
And looked it up. I was like, okay, it's for y'all don't know and too lazy to Google. It just means, I think it's a skilled labor and something they do stuff with their hands, which kind of makes sense because even though you're a rapper,
Yeah.
if you used to be like a painter,
Right.
like a painter or drawer or something like that, like what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Makes sense. But that's cool. That's dope. So let's actually get into it a little bit. Cam, so for those that don't know, I actually, even though it makes sense that we have the same circles because our schools weren't too far apart. You graduated from McEachern.
Right.
How was it being a rapper in high school?
It's
Were people like, was there any supporters?
Nah, so it definitely was. I remember, so at the time when I was in high school, I was in a group called the Suburbians.
Suburbians.
And we used to just stay after school and just like make cypher circles.
That sounds
Like
kind of dope.
we would do it damn near every day. We would see like a crowd of people like waiting on their cars to like pick them up. It's like, yeah, like, can we rap for y'all? Like, yeah, like, go ahead. And then
Those guys still rap?
they do, but they haven't released anything in so long. So it's just like those are the homies. But it's like, man, I just want to see more out of them because I saw so much potential in high school. Like, I want to see that lived out. But on another note, we used to do that every day, and you know there would be support here and there because I started as like one of those super lyrical like.
Lyrical, spiritual.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Eminem type
So it's like people didn't really get it because, you know, at the time that's when hip hop was sort of transitioning, not into mumble rap, but that was before the mumble rap wave. So like that short medium behind that, it was just more so like, yeah, we don't want to listen to lyrical music anymore, but it was just a lot of dead space in what kind of hip hop music people were making at the time.
That makes I like that. I like that you said that because I know I kind of spurred what the podcast is on, what this is about. But on this podcast, every single episode, at least for season 1, there's always a theme that we talk about. I've talked about gear. I've talked about podcasting. I've talked about collaborating, at least from my perspective, right? And this episode that you're going to be on actually has to do with sharpening your skills.
Got it.
So, at least in the music space, since you're a musician, I noticed that a lot of people do what you do. You know, they start off, all right, I'm a fire-ass rapper because I'm about to give you bars at the bars at the bars.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rap fast, I'm gonna rap slow. I'm gonna give you, introspective, like ones that you have to think about.
Yeah.
When did you think to yourself, all right, what I'm doing isn't what I want to keep doing. I'm gonna try to switch up my style, which in a sense is like sharpening your blade, like sharpening your skills by switching up.
It was definitely around 2016. So like the year after I graduated, I kind of rebranded because at first I didn't go by Cam The Artisan until I switched it in 2016.
What was your other name?
So I'm gonna feel so bad for saying this, but my very first rap name ever was Shakin' Bacon. And then
Shakin' Bacon.
Yeah.
And you were like, this is the hardest nigga. This is about to be the hardest motherfucker on the planet.
Exactly. Bro.
I'm not mad at it.
Niggas is in their room at 12, 13, like, bro, like, this is it. Like,
Shakin' Bacon about to get it started, guys.
Man.
Ain't no shame to that.
Then once I got to high school, I switched it. So before I had the rap group, the Suburbians, I had another rap group I was in called OSMG, Outer Space Music Group. So I switched my name to Gravity. And then
Okay. So I had a lot of turns.
Yeah, bro. And then after that, I switched it to Gravity to Artisan.
Okay.
And then I was just like, I don't like the Gravity part. I'm gonna just stick with my name.
Hey.
Now we here.
All right, well, round of applause for that. I know. Hey, listen, there's nothing more humbling than saying what you used to call yourself by.
Facts.
Listen, I think people still make fun of me. I mean, people still don't like my name. My name on Instagram is Jetpack Pics. People don't know why, but it's Jetpack Pics. I think it's the dopest name. You won't see me change that name, but my name was worse than that.
Right.
My name was Jet Blitz on there. People don't get it. They're like, what the fuck are you? Like,
Yeah.
what is this? Some cool sci-fi? I don't know my other names, but hey, there is nothing wrong with Shakin' Bacon. Because you know what? Shakin' Bacon now has 3 million streams on goddamn Spotify.
Facts.
So respect. But that's cool. That's dope. Let's get into some other stuff. So I played some of the stuff before. You have Paintings in the Fall, which is a 3-pack. You have Hues, which is a
12-pack.
Which is a 12-pack. You have 2 big projects, and I think you probably have some before that, but it's like mixtape beat, I guess. Or is there anything else before that?
Nah, I don't have any mixtapes. So
no
like
mixtapes. That was the first thing you put on the internet?
Hughes was the very first project that I've ever like finished and put out.
That's dope. Wow.
Yeah. So before I had Hughes, I was working on 2 different mixtapes when I was in high school, and for whatever reason, none of them came into fruition, whether it be the engineer whose house I was recording at, his computer got messed up, or his hard drive files got corrupted, or I just didn't have a studio to go to at the time, because mind you, I'm in high school, and like I wasn't old enough to have a job, so I couldn't pay for studio time. Or just, whatever else was going on. And then also too, like for the second project, it was just a matter of like, bro, I just don't think this is like a fire concept or a fire project. Yeah. So, but looking back on it, the first 2 projects is really like early scraps of what Hughes ended up being. So like I knew I always wanted my first project to be something that like talks about, my emotions and what I go through and things of that nature. It's just the first 2, it just ended up not coming out. So yeah, Hughes is the very first big project I've ever put out.
Well, it was a very dope project.
Thank you.
Let me give you the bright light. Listen, I gotta keep humbling myself, because I want, like he told me, he probably won't say it here, but he told me, Cam apparently thinks he's not as good as y'all think. But I gotta let him know you are fire. Let me let you know my Cam the Artisan experience, right? So when I saw your stuff, my friend, who I did not even know did video, did Where You At, right? Kevin. Shout out to Kevin Cruz, by the way. Let me give some shots out for Kevin. Kevin did the video, and I thought it was cool. I was like blown away. They had a vortex spin, and you at where were you at today? There was someone I know that's in the video, and I was like, what the fuck's he doing here? It was a lot of like eye-opening moments. So did a deep dive, right? Mind you, forget if you in Atlanta, if you anywhere, let's just talk about Atlanta. You go to Lenox Mall, someone's gonna give you their mixtape, right?
Facts.
If you have the humbleness, I guess let's call it the humbleness, to put it in your car and listen to it, 9 times out of 10, it will be trash. It is what it is. It's just the statistics.
Facts.
It's just the statistics.
That's facts.
So when I heard Cam's Where You At, I was like, well, he got one good song. So let me go ahead and listen to Hughes, right? And now I realize what an idiot I am to go into there with the lowest expectations, to think that just because an artist isn't super in your face that they're trash, right? Yeah. I was just like, man, you're probably not gonna have some good stuff. I listened to Intro, good. I think what is it? Bliss?
Bliss is number 2.
I think it's Bliss. Then Where You At?
Where You At is 3. Selly is 4.
I tell you, I was so shocked. I was like, okay, he got 1, he got 2. I do that with big artists too. When I get a Drake, when I get a Kendrick, I listen to it, and I'm like, okay, let's see how this goes. But when I go into a smaller artist, I'm like, they're not gonna put the stuff together and make it make sense. Yeah. Man, let me run through the track list real quick and let y'all know what's going on. All right. If you haven't listened to it, let me give you this is the Hughes run through. Yo, come on. All right, forget it. You know your track.
Yeah.
So I went to Bliss. I already know that's a big song. Went to Where You At, and I was like, okay, this is a dope beat. What comes at the Where You At?
Selly.
So I heard Selly. I was like, oh, this is good too. Okay, he got 2 good songs. I pressed the save button on Spotify. What comes after Selly?
The voicemails interlude.
And what comes after that?
False Love.
So yeah. I think by the time I got the False Love, I left my headphones alone. I'm very serious when it comes to my albums. I took my headphones off. I was like, nah, let me follow him on Instagram, man. This man's doing his thing.